Ever feel like you're drowning in stuff? We're bombarded with messages telling us we need more to buy, more to do, more to achieve. But does more actually make us happy? Or are we chasing an illusion? What if true happiness lies not in accumulating more, but in embracing less? For centuries, ancient Chinese philosophers have taught the power of simplicity. They believed that true fulfillment comes not from material wealth, but from living in harmony with nature and embracing the essentials. This isn't about living in poverty. It's about making conscious choices about what truly matters. It's about creating space in your life for peace, joy, and meaning. In this video, we'll explore the wisdom of ancient Chinese minimalism and discover how it can help us unlock a life of greater happiness and purpose. We'll uncover practical tips for decluttering your home, simplifying your schedule, and finding peace within. If you're ready to escape the overwhelm and discover a life of greater intention and joy, keep watching. And be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. I used to think happiness was about achieving more, climbing the ladder, buying the latest gadgets, checking off every item on my to-do list. But the harder I chased, the more elusive it seemed to become. I was exhausted, overwhelmed by the constant pressure to do more, be more, have more. My life felt like a never-ending race, and I was losing sight of the finish line. The clutter wasn't just on my desk, it was in my mind. A million thoughts swirling at once, never a moment of true peace. I knew something had to change. One day I stumbled upon a book on ancient Chinese philosophy. It seemed like the universe placed it directly in my path. At first I was skeptical. What did these ancient teachings have to do with my modern life? But as I delved deeper, I was captivated by the timeless wisdom it contained. The Tao Te Ching spoke of living in harmony with the natural order, of finding beauty in simplicity, of letting go of striving and embracing what is. It was like a breath of fresh air. The more I learned about Taoism, the more I realized how out of balance my life had become. I was so focused on accumulating more that I'd forgotten the value of less. The Tao Te Ching teaches that true happiness and fulfillment come not from what we add to our lives but from what we let go of. It's about simplifying, decluttering, and creating space for what truly matters. This wasn't about deprivation or living like a monk. It was about making conscious choices, aligning my actions with my values, and finding joy in the present moment. I began to see my obsession with more for what it was, a distraction from the things that truly brought me joy. Spending time in nature, connecting with loved ones, pursuing my passions, the seeds of minimalism were planted, and I knew I had to explore this path further. Little did I know, this ancient philosophy was about to change my life in profound ways. Inspired by the Tao, I knew I needed to simplify, but the thought of tackling my entire life felt overwhelming. So I decided to start small. I began with my workspace, a microcosm of the chaos within. I took a deep breath and began sorting through the mess. Years-old receipts, forgotten projects, duplicates of everything. It was amazing how much I had accumulated without even realizing it. As I filled bag after bag with things I didn't need, I could feel a weight lifting. It wasn't just about the physical clutter disappearing, it was like clearing space in my mind as well. At first there was a twinge of guilt with each item I let go of. What if I need this someday, I'd think. But then I'd remind myself, holding on to things out of fear was holding me back from experiencing true freedom. The more I let go of, the lighter I felt. It was liberating. I realized that true wealth isn't about how much you own, but how much you're willing to release. And you know what? Not once did I miss any of the things I got rid of. The things I truly needed in my life always found their way back to me. With my workspace decluttered, something amazing happened. My creativity soared. The physical space around me became a reflection of the mental clarity I was cultivating within. I no longer felt bogged down by the weight of my possessions. Instead, I was surrounded by only the things that truly inspired me. A few cherished books, a simple plant, a beautiful piece of art. My workspace had become a sanctuary, a place where I could focus my energy on the things that truly mattered, my passions, my purpose, my connection to the present moment. Transforming my workspace was just the beginning. It was a powerful reminder that outer order could influence inner peace. The principles of simplicity I was discovering extended far beyond my physical surroundings. I began to approach all areas of my life with this newfound awareness. My schedule, my relationships, even my thoughts. I started to question what was truly essential and let go of the rest. And as I simplified my outer world, my inner world began to transform as well. I felt calmer, more centered, more connected to myself and the world around me. Decluttering my physical space was just the first step. As I delved deeper into the wisdom of ancient Chinese minimalism, I realized that true simplicity extended far beyond my possessions. It was about simplifying my entire approach to life. The Tao Te Ching emphasizes the power of Wu Wei, which translates to non-action or effortless action. It's about aligning ourselves with the natural order of things, rather than constantly striving and forcing. This resonated deeply with me. I realized I was always pushing, always trying to control every aspect of my life. But what if true peace came from surrendering to the present moment and allowing things to unfold naturally? In a world obsessed with productivity, the idea of doing less can feel counterintuitive. We're conditioned to believe that our worth is tied to how much we achieve, how much we accomplish. But what if by doing less, by focusing our energy on what truly mattered, we could actually achieve more? Not more in the material sense, but more fulfillment, more joy, more meaning. I began to experiment with this idea in my own life. I started saying no to commitments that didn't align with my values. I gave myself permission to rest, to recharge, to simply be. One of the most liberating aspects of embracing simplicity was letting go of the need for perfection. I used to be a slave to my to-do list, constantly striving for an unattainable standard. But as I simplified my life, I realized that true beauty lies in imperfection. It's in the cracks and crevices, the unexpected turns that life reveals its most magical moments. I began to approach everything I did with a spirit of playfulness and curiosity. I let go of the need to control the outcome and allowed myself to simply enjoy the process. As I continued to simplify my life, I discovered the profound gift of presence. With less clutter in my mind and on my plate, I was able to fully appreciate the beauty of the present moment. I began to notice the subtle wonders I had been missing, the warmth of the sun on my skin, the sound of birdsong in the morning, the simple joy of a shared meal with loved ones. By letting go of the need to control, to achieve, to constantly be on, I created space for something far more precious, a deep sense of peace, gratitude, and connection to the world around me. As I continued to simplify my outer world, I realized that true peace stemmed from cultivating stillness within. In a world that constantly bombards us with stimulation, finding moments of quiet can feel like a radical act. We're so accustomed to the noise, the endless stream of notifications, the pressure to be constantly doing, the mental chatter that never seems to cease. But beneath all of that noise lies a wellspring of peace, waiting to be discovered. Ancient Chinese philosophy emphasizes the importance of finding balance between yin and yang, the interplay of activity and rest, movement and stillness. Just as nature cycles through periods of growth and dormancy, so too must we find moments of quietude to recharge and reconnect with our inner selves. For me, meditation has been a powerful tool for cultivating stillness. It's not about emptying the mind completely, as some might think. It's simply about creating space between our thoughts, about observing them without judgment, and allowing them to pass like clouds across the sky. Even a few minutes of meditation each day can have a profound impact on our well-being. It helps to reduce stress, improve focus, and cultivate a greater sense of self-awareness. It's like pressing the pause button on the chaos of daily life and reconnecting with the peace that resides within. There are countless ways to meditate: guided meditations, walking meditations, even simply focusing on your breath for a few moments. The key is to find what works best for you and make it a consistent practice in your life. Cultivating stillness doesn't require retreating to a mountaintop or living like a hermit. It's about finding moments of quietude amidst the busyness of everyday life. It could be as simple as taking a few deep breaths before starting your workday, enjoying a quiet cup of tea in the afternoon, or spending a few moments in nature without distractions. The key is to be intentional about creating these pauses in your day. Turn off your phone, step away from the screens, and allow yourself to simply be present in the moment. You might be surprised by how much more peace and clarity you find when you create space for silence in your life. As you cultivate stillness within, you'll notice its ripple effects extending outward into all areas of your life. You'll find yourself responding to challenges with more grace and ease. You'll feel more connected to the present moment and the people around you. And you'll discover a deeper sense of purpose and meaning in everything you do. Remember, embracing simplicity isn't about deprivation. It's about creating space for the things that truly matter: peace, joy, connection, and a deep sense of fulfillment that comes from living in alignment with your values. In the next and final part of this series, we'll delve into the key lessons learned on this journey towards a simpler, more fulfilling life. And I'll share some practical tips to help you get started on your own path towards simplicity. One of the most profound lessons I've learned on this journey towards simplicity is the direct link between our physical environment and our mental state. When we're surrounded by clutter, it weighs us down, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally as well. Think about how you feel when you walk into a messy, disorganized room. It's overwhelming, isn't it? Your energy becomes scattered, your focus wanes, and it's difficult to feel truly at peace. Now, imagine walking into a clean, clutter-free space. The energy shifts immediately, doesn't it? You feel lighter, calmer, more centered. Your mind is free to focus on what truly matters rather than getting bogged down by the chaos around you. This principle applies not just to our homes, but to all areas of our lives, our workspaces, our digital lives, even our relationships. By letting go of what no longer serves us, we create space for what truly matters. In a world of endless options and distractions, it's easy to feel scattered and pulled in a million directions. We try to do it all, be it all, have it all. But in the process, we often lose sight of what truly matters. One of the most powerful benefits of embracing simplicity is that it allows us to simplify our focus. When we're clear about our values, our goals, and what truly brings us joy, we can begin to eliminate the distractions that prevent us from living a more intentional life. This doesn't mean we have to live with tunnel vision, ignoring everything else. It's about making conscious choices about where we direct our energy and attention. It's about saying yes to the things that light us up, and no to the things that drain us. When we simplify our focus, we create space for greater clarity, purpose, and joy in our lives. We're no longer pulled in countless directions, but rather, we're moving with intention and purpose towards what truly matters. In a world obsessed with perfection, it's easy to feel like we're constantly falling short. We strive for flawless images, impeccable resumes, and picture-perfect lives. But the truth is, perfection is an illusion, and chasing it will only leave us feeling inadequate and unfulfilled. The ancient Chinese philosophy of wabi-sabi celebrates the beauty in imperfection, impermanence, and incompleteness. It teaches us to find beauty in the cracks and crevices, in the natural wear and tear of life. This isn't about settling for mediocrity. It's about letting go of the need to control everything, to make everything perfect. It's about embracing the unexpected, the messy, the perfectly imperfect moments that make life so unique and beautiful. When we let go of the need for perfection, we open ourselves up to a world of possibilities. We're free to experiment, to make mistakes, to grow and learn without the fear of judgment. We find freedom in the imperfections, in the journey itself, rather than striving for an unattainable destination. In today's fast-paced world, finding stillness can feel like a luxury we can't afford. We're constantly bombarded with stimulation notifications, emails, social media, the 24/7 news cycle. It's no wonder so many of us feel overwhelmed and disconnected from ourselves and the world around us. But just as nature seeks balance, so too must we find moments of quiet amidst the chaos. This doesn't require hours of meditation or retreating to a secluded mountaintop. It can be as simple as taking a few deep breaths before starting your day, enjoying a quiet cup of tea in the afternoon, or spending a few moments in nature without distractions. The key is to be intentional about creating these pauses in our day, to disconnect from the digital world and reconnect with ourselves and the present moment. Even a few minutes of stillness can have a profound impact on our well-being, reducing stress, improving focus, and cultivating a greater sense of peace and clarity. Remember, stillness isn't about emptying our minds completely, it's about creating space between our thoughts, about observing them without judgment, and allowing ourselves to simply be present in the moment. As we've explored the wisdom of ancient Chinese minimalism, it's become clear that simplicity isn't about deprivation or living with less than. It's about making conscious choices that align with our values, creating space for what truly matters, and finding joy in the present moment. It's about letting go of the need to accumulate more, achieve more, and be more, and instead, embracing the beauty of enough. It's about finding contentment in the present moment, rather than constantly striving for something more in the future. This journey towards simplicity isn't a destination but rather a continuous process of exploration and discovery. It's about learning to listen to our own inner wisdom, to discern what truly brings us joy, and to let go of the things that no longer serve us. It's about approaching life with a sense of curiosity, playfulness, and a willingness to embrace imperfection. It's about finding beauty in the simple things, cultivating stillness amidst the chaos, and living each day with intention and purpose. Now, I invite you to embark on your own journey towards simplicity. Start small. Begin by decluttering a corner of your home, simplifying your schedule, or creating a few moments of stillness in your day. As you begin to simplify your outer world, you'll be amazed by how it transforms your inner world as well. You'll find yourself feeling calmer, more centered, and more connected to yourself and the world around you. Remember, this is your journey. There's no right or wrong way to do it. Experiment, explore, and discover what works best for you. And most importantly, be kind to yourself along the way. Thank you for joining me on this exploration of ancient Chinese minimalism. I hope you found it as inspiring and insightful as I have. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more videos on intentional living, mindfulness, and finding joy in the everyday. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What's one step you can take today to simplify your life?